pretty much we're starting this series where we talk about postseason previews, series previews. So we're just gonna be doing like talking about the starting pitchers and a bunch of stuff, who will win, our predictions, all of that stuff. So if you guys want more of these, just comment down below what teams you want, and we'll make sure we'll look into those and do them. Thank you guys. Here we're going to be talking about Toronto Blue Jays versus Tampa Bay Rays, Wild Card Series 1 versus 8. Just going to be a preview, who I think will win, what will happen. And so game 1 is tomorrow at 5 o'clock on TBS. I'm just going to throw out my prediction right here just to start off this video. I am throwing out the bold prediction that the Toronto Blue Jays are winning this series 2-1. Yes, I know they're sending Shoemaker to the mound game 1, Ryu 2, and Taijuan Walker game 3. But I think Shoemaker had a nice start since that injury, and then I think they might, after 4 innings or something, they might bring in Robbie Ray for a couple of innings. He had a pretty good start last time. But yeah. And so this article by Sportsnet, they said Blue Jays will start Shoemaker, and yeah. And so the Blue Jays, they played the Rays 10 times this season, and it did end with a 4-6 record out of 10 games. So you guys might be saying, oh, the Rays have the series. Two of those losses were extra inning losses. So those 2 losses could have just easily flipped the whole entire game. Like, those were really close games. And I think there was also another 9th inning loss. So I think there were 3 walk-off games. And the Blue Jays actually outscored the Rays in their 10 meetings 48-44. Another reason is because most of the games were one-run games. Most of the games the Rays won at the Trop were like, 3-2, 4-3, 5-4, something like that. All one-run games. So they were all within the Blue Jays' grasp. And I think the Blue Jays have a couple of streaky hitters. Vladimir Guerrero's on a nice streak. Gurriel's on a nice streak. He just ended the season with a over 300 average. Great to see that from him. And he's a streaky hitter. If there is a streaky hitter, he's been great. Last game of the season, he went 4 for 4, home run, 2 doubles, or something like that. So he had a crazy good stat line. Hopefully, all the Blue Jays hitters are getting good right in time for the postseason. Randall Grichuk is back to Randall Grichuk against the Orioles again. He's getting better, and I know he had a bad slump, but he's back. He's better. Teoscar Hernandez recovered from the oblique. He's back. They even said they might even add Rowdy Tellez to the postseason roster. I know I've only talked about the Blue Jays so far. Let's talk about how the Rays can counter all of this. I talked about the Blue Jays. I'll also talk about Biggio's flexibility later, and Alejandro Kirk later in the video. But let's talk about what the Rays can counter with. The Rays. So the Rays have a 3-headed monster with 3 great starting pitchers. They have Glass now, they have Snell, and they have Morton. And to some extent, you could say Yarbrough's doing good. And so these pitchers are amazing. So they'll be pitching around 6 innings a minimum. And the main 4 bullpen guys combined have an ERA of 1.35. Yeah, I said 1.35. Nick Anderson has a sub-1 ERA, something like 0.65. He's been amazing this year. Chaz Rowe, Pete Fairbanks, what's his name? I think it's like Diego Castillo. So all those guys have been great this year. For the Rays, their bullpen is amazing. But where the Rays have a lot of flexibility is at the plate. I know Yandy Diaz, G-Man Choi have been injured, but I'm pretty sure they're coming back. And so what the Rays can do actually is, you know how they have guys like Mike Brasso, Joey Wendell, depending on the relief pitcher the Blue Jays put in. Let's say the Blue Jays put in a righty. They have a lot of switch hitters. They have a lot of situational matchups they have planned. Kevin Cash, as much as I think the Blue Jays will win, Kevin Cash is a genius, and this is why the Rays team is #1 in the AL, because Kevin Cash is a genius in situational matchups. So he would do stuff like, let's say the Blue Jays bring in a righty off the bench, he'll pinch hit with the lefty, and then he'll also do this, and he'll do crazy stuff like this, like he'll make guys switch hit in the middle of the at bat. No, he'll make guys in the middle of that. He'll make guys switch hit, and then he'll do a lot of pinch hitting, pinch running, and the Rays, they start all the opener stuff, and Charlie Montoyo is a part of it. Charlie Montoyo, current manager of the Blue Jays. I heard he was in the race for AL Manager of the Year award. That's nice to hear. I mean, Charlie Montoyo, he's turned this team all the way around. Great to see playoffs. But yeah, the Rays, I mean, they're just crazy amazing. And their offense, I mean, talk about Brandon Lau. What a breakout year Brandon Lau's having. Hitting the ball. Amazing against the Blue Jays. Randy Ayers right now is on a nice, hot week, I guess. The Rays have won 4 straight. Blue Jays did drop the season finale against the Orioles, and if they won that game, actually, it would actually currently be, I would probably be talking about the Indians matchup. So, I mean, I'm actually kind of happy they got the Rays, because even though they're all the stuff the Rays did, 40 wins, all the stuff they did, I feel like the Rays are a better, easier opponent for the Blue Jays than what they have against the Indians, rather than the Indians. I mean, they have Shane Bieber, so game 1, they're screwed. Here, there's a chance they hit off Blake Snell. There's a chance they hit off Tyler Glasnow. There's a chance they hit off Charlie Morton, you know what I mean? So, they don't have, a Cy Young type pitcher that's going crazy. And again, game 1 is tomorrow, 5 o'clock, I think, on TBS. Make sure you guys watch that game. It's going to be really fun. And thing to remember with these wildcard series is they are literally 2-3. So, quick upset, and the Rays are out. So that's why I think the Blue Jays can actually win this. Blue Jays, I feel, have better offense, and when they get into a nice groove, 3 games or 2 games, that's it. The Rays will be done. I feel like there are some advantages with the new postseason for the Blue Jays specifically, and some other teams. So I feel like that'll help them. If this was a regular a 7-game series or a 5-game series, I would be going with the Rays. I still think there's a chance the Rays win the series, but my prediction is the Blue Jays. Now let's talk about Alejandro Kirk, Kevin Biggio, what they do. So, Alejandro Kirk, he's been doing great. He's hitting over 300, obviously, limited batter appearance. Kevin Biggio, he's been on a nice little streak. He's hitting some home runs. I mean, he was in a home run slump for a long time, but that doesn't mean he was doing bad. Kevin Biggio will strike out a lot, not because he has a really low chase rate, so it won't be because of that. It'll be because of the fact that he gets bad calls. It's a 3-2. He's going for the walk. Kevin Biggio is amazing at walks. 3-2. He'll be going for the walk, and the thing is, he'll get rung up trying to go for the walk. So that's the reason why he'll get strikeouts. But Kevin Biggio has progressed crazily like a player. Last year we just said, okay, Kevin Biggio is a lock as a Blue Jays starting second baseman. This year we know he can play right field, left field, center field, third base, second base, potentially first base, and shortstop. He's been a crazy utility player, and I think that'll help the Blue Jays' depth. You can even slot in Panic, VR, and that's crazy good for the Blue Jays. Danny Jansen's been getting better. I'm actually not even that mad that Ryu's starting game 2, because game 2 is the most important game. The Blue Jays managed to get game 1. Game 2, you have your ace on the mound, so that's great. You have your ace, and you can close things out. I think the Blue Jays will win this 2-1, 2-0. I know this is a very unpopular opinion, but I'm throwing this out here. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the first MLB playoff. Do every single series, but we'll do some others. Next ones might be the Cubs versus Marlins and stuff like that. And if some videos we publish after the series starts, I promise, guys, we recorded before the series. It just make sure you guys subscribe, hit that like button, comment down below which series you want us to do next. Thank you guys for watching this video. It's been Ninja. Have a great rest of your day. Hopefully you watch this Rays and Blue Jays game because it's gonna be hype. Anyways, bye.